Aloha mai kakou. So after you have finished this worksheet, which is the introduction to HTML tags, what I want you to do is make sure you complete part 2, which is to return to your Replit project and add a heading and a paragraph, add those tags and run your code and see what happens. So I'm going to just demo that real quick. So let's head over to our Replit project. So here we are in my Replit project, and in the worksheet in part 2, you want to make sure that you add one heading tag, at least one heading tag, and one paragraph tag into your Replit project. So what I wanted to do here is I wanted to show you, as we remember from the previous video, that all of our content that actually displays in the browser has to be between the body tags of your HTML document. So the entire HTML document is defined here by these two tags. So the opening HTML tag and the closing HTML tag. And notice the difference. There's always a backslash in front of the closing HTML tag. So I like to tell people that I like to share with people that the HTML tags have friends, so there's kind of a buddy system. Not all of the tags have a buddy, but most of them do. And in this case, for the H1 tag, you've got your buddy there, and for the paragraph tag, you have your buddy there. And there's one thing that distinguishes the opening buddy from the closing buddy, and it's the backslash right there. So as you can see here, I've got my H1 tag, and the content between my tag is the text lesson 1 complete part 1, and then between my paragraph tags, this is the content that I have highlighted in blue, and it actually already compiled here in the browser, but let's go ahead and let's just run it one more time. So there it is in the preview window here, and you can see H1 tag. You can see the difference between the bolding and the size of the font here. When it's a heading tag, right, you're going to have larger bolded font, and when it's a paragraph tag or content between paragraph tags, you're going to see a much smaller and unbolded text in your preview here. One of the things that I like to share with students from the very beginning, once you start writing some code up or working on your HTML, CSS documents, is you want to figure out your own system in terms of how you want to type out your code on your page. So if you notice, I've got some distinct spaces between my H1 heading tags and my paragraph tags. But if you don't want those spaces, you don't need to put those spaces in. It's really up to you how you want your tags and your content to look on your HTML document. Sometimes I like to have those spaces, especially when I'm learning, so I can see what's going on really easily. So it's really up to you how you want to set up your HTML document. This concludes lesson 1, part 1. So at this time, you can move on to lesson 1, part 2. Aloha.